see what he could do to help us go in the right direction. He's been around and knows different communities, different towns, and what's going on there. So he's been a huge help to us by gathering different members of law enforcement and judges and everybody that you can think of that can help answer our questions on what we can do safely and legally to help increase our public safety for ourselves, our neighbors, and our town. We live in a great place, and we need to get it back to where it needs to be. And so I'd like to go ahead and introduce Mackenzie, who is in the process of starting a Rural Community Watch. And thank you. Again, thank you all for coming. I'm a little overwhelmed tonight. I guess I can't be surprised. It's no free water, so, we have come together for everything we've been through. Everything. We've been hit hard. As a community. We're all hurting. And quite frankly, we're all pissed. We're pissed, we're angry. Things need to change. But we are here. You look around, standing room. That says something. That is the first step in making a difference. I know for me and my sister and our family, we couldn't have got through what we've gone through without this community. And I just, when Representative Smith came to our house the other day, he wanted to open the meeting with a moment of silence. So, if none of you guys don't mind, I'd like to start this meeting with a moment of silence. Someone asked me the other day what my dad would say about this whole situation. And I had to think about it for a minute, but it instantly came to me. He would say, they focused on the mission. The mission here today is taking our town back. We're angry. I know it. We're all hurting. It's frustrating. I know we have a lot of questions, and that's why everyone is here today, to get those questions answered. So, you got to try to keep the hubcaps on, as my dad always used to say. So, again, I want to thank all of you for coming. I appreciate the support, and I know we can do this together. We can. I believe it, and I hope all of you do too. So, I'd like to pass the mic over to Representative Greg Smith.
Good evening. The room is purposely set up this way. As we were trying to figure out how best to discuss a real sensitive issue, the last thing I wanted for a bunch of politicians, a bunch of law enforcement folks to sit up on the stage and everyone else sit down in the audience. I wanted to set it up in a manner to where we're all in a circle, so we can all be sitting next to each other, and we can all be talking to each other about how to move forward. Now, I want to set a tone here. Milton Free Water is an amazing community. The school is phenomenal. I just came from a fundraiser where the community came together to take care of one of its own. And I watched young men and young women stepping up to serve in that capacity. I've been here for the Veterans Day Parade and watched the community come together. I've been here during the Christmas time at the Elks, watching packages get put together for those in need. We live in a phenomenal community. We also live in a dangerous society. And it's by all of us coming together and working together locking arms together as neighbors, that we can make sure that we protect our friends and our family. And that's why we're here this evening. Now, I'm going to ask those folks who have been invited, who are in public safety, to take a moment and to introduce themselves, and also our county commissioners and our mayor. Before I do that, though, I want to share something with you, because I want to set the right tone. About 10 days ago, I was over in La Grande at about 5:30 at night, and I received a phone call from a special lady in Milton Freewater who was emotional. It was really emotional. And said, if you care, you would be here. And I said, I'll be there in an hour and a half. And what I want you to know is I then called Commissioner Gibbons. And Commissioner Gibbons said, I will be right there as well. And then I visited with your mayor. And your mayor said, we need to do what we can to all work together. So I want you to know, we're here, we care. All right, so I'm going to ask those who are invited to be here this evening to help answer questions, to introduce themselves. I'm going to start with Commissioner Gibbons, and I'm going to go to our other county commissioner, and then we'll go around the room. Or go around to those who are invited. Yes. Yes.
One last thing, I know a lot of you came here from the Richline fundraiser, but just in case, we're also going to be passing around a basket, so those of you who weren't able to attend are able to donate to the Ron Richline fundraiser. So, sorry, thank you.
Okay, so Commissioner, I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself.
Good evening. First of all, thank you all for being here. And it's great to see everyone here. It shows solidarity in the community. I was born and raised in this community. And some of the things that are going on are just not acceptable. I am Commissioner Larry Gibbons, and it's an honor to be able to try and come up with some answers and work with the folks who are here from tonight to try to solve some problems. We need to really work on some problems.
Make sure, those who have been invited, make sure you say your name.
I'm County Commissioner Bill Elfering. I'm here tonight because I care. I care because you care. The solution to all the problems that might exist, all the problems that you perceive, the solution to those problems is right here in this room. There isn't a thing that together we can't solve. So let's all come together, work together, let's get the solutions out there that count. I'm Jeff Paulus. I'm retired circuit court judge, and I'm originally from Unicorn.
Thank you. I'm Mayor Lewis Teague. I've grown up here. I've known a good number of these people in the room, and I know when we have a problem and we need to work together, the greatest thing you can do to solve a problem is go put your arm around the biggest distractor and say, how can we solve this?
So, I'm Doug Holdingheimer. I'm the chief of police here in Milton Freewater, and I'm happy to be here to help any way I can.
Hello, my name is Linda Hall. I'm the city manager with the city of Milton Freewater, also here to help.
Good evening. I'm Terry Rowan, sheriff of Umatilla County. I too am here, and it's refreshing to see so many faces to come together in a collaborative effort to try to change maybe a way of life for the better. And that's what I think we're all here for tonight. And I look forward to working with each and every one of you as we progress through. I'm Dan Krimis. I'm the district attorney for Umatilla County. I'm Greg Sherman, the Oregon State Police out of town.
Did I miss any one? There you go.
Thank you. I'm Greg Hodgman. I'm the sergeant in charge of crime prevention coordination with the sheriff's office, and also coordinate the rural neighborhood watch in Umatilla County.
Anyone else have a public safety
I'm Grant Asher, retired chief of police in Hermiston. Most of you know, and most of my students are here in this classroom. I teach gun class.
My name's Burl Presnell. I'm the president of East End Rod and Gun Club in Milk Water, and we offer women on target classes for women shooting ethics, and we also offer a class called Refuse to be a Victim, which is for everybody. It teaches you situational awareness, how to be aware of your surroundings, and keep yourself safe.
Okay, did I miss anyone in public safety that wanted to introduce themselves? All right, so here's what we're going to do, and it's going to be imperfect, okay? It's going to be imperfect. What I want to do is I want to begin a dialogue. And what I want to talk about are what are those ideas that we can bring forward as a community to work together to enhance public safety. Now, we have to have a few rules, okay? This is a large group of folks, a diverse group of folks. Phil, where are you? Where's my Phil? Where's my Phil? Phil, get a piece of paper and a pen. You're going to be writing these down, okay? By the way, if you haven't met Phil, you got to meet this guy. Phil, raise your hand. This guy's awesome. And we want to talk about are what are those ideas as a community we can begin to adopt to begin to feel a little safer. I'm going to ask our sheriff, come on up here, Sheriff. Come on up here. To talk a little bit about the Neighborhood Watch program, how that can work, and how as a community we can begin to take steps to advance the concept of Neighborhood Watch.
That's probably one of the most exciting things that we do in our office because we are able to connect more personally with the public that we serve and provide them or try to provide them with the tools that are necessary to get through the program. Greg and Doris, they're wonderful. Greg works tirelessly on our program, and we pay him zero. That say, yeah, we understand Neighborhood Watch, but we would like maybe something a little better than that. Maybe something that's over the top from that, where we're actually getting out and patrolling and able to make a difference in our community. But if you take a step back and really think about it, that's what Neighborhood Watch is to begin with, is that you're coming together for a common goal. It all starts right there, and the tools that we can give you will help you through that process, and it, honestly, it will help you.
And share a little bit more about how that program helps.
Okay, so what you do is you go to the police department, you fill out an application, and they would do a background check on you, so you'd have to have a clear background. And whenever you go on patrol, there's always a two-person patrol, and usually you'll go for like 4 hours, and you patrol all around the city in a tow truck, and you don't have any arrest authority or enforcement authority, but you're an extra set of eyes and ears for the police department. You carry police radios. If you go on vacation and you're going to be away from your home for 3 or 4 days or a week, we'll go around and check all the doors and windows and make sure that your home is safe. If we see anything going on while we're on patrol, we notify the dispatcher, they send out an officer, and they investigate what's going on. And we're just, like I say, an extra set of eyes and ears. We help with all of the parades, Logs the Frogs, Muddy Frog Water, and pretty much whatever the chief needs us to help with.
I just want to say something about the Neighborhood Watch program real quick. I've been working with George who leads where's George? He didn't really want to say anything tonight, but he leads the VIPS program for cities, and Greg Hodman here runs the Umatilla County one. Well, they both agreed to, we are going to have a meeting here on the 18th for that program to go over that. We will have, you can contact me if you need to come see me. I have applications for background checks and all that information. So if you are interested in either the VIP program, you know, we're going to combine, we're going to come together as a force, and that's what's going to make this work. We will be here at the community building on the 18th at 6 o'clock.
Greg, do you want to take a moment and share a little bit more about the program? Because I think folks are kind of scratching their heads saying, what is the program you're talking about?
Thank you. Again, I'm Greg Hodgson. I'm the coordinator for the Rural Neighborhood Watch of the Minnesota County Sheriff's Office. This program started up approximately 7 years ago, Doris. And at that time, Sheriff Trumbull asked me if I'd be willing to start up an organization for crime prevention, especially in the northern part of the county, what we call the Juniper Unit. They were being robbed. There was all kinds of vandalism on agricultural equipment and deaths all over the county. So what we did was started from scratch and tied in with the Homeland Defense, and we also tied in with the National Sheriff's Association, who helped us get set up. What we do is take your application form, just like this, and run a background on you. And at the end of that time, we set up and have an academy. The academy is approximately 2 to 3 nights. The academy teaches you everything from observation techniques, how to operate in your daily life, from the minute that you wake up in the morning until you go to sleep, and even when you're asleep. We teach you how to do it safely, to keep you out of jail if you have an intruder. And based on that, one of the grievous situations that we had here the other day, where the poor victim was savagely beaten, was something that in every meeting or training we've ever had, I told everyone that participated, my biggest fear was a home invasion. Home invasions happen all the time in the valley. And I told them, I said, for heaven's sake, pay attention during this class. The class included everything from how to answer a door, to weapons, to liability using those weapons, how to stay out of jail, and essentially find a safe room in the house so we can be in touch with you through the dispatch department at the sheriff's office, so we can be in touch with you. Communication is extremely important. We also set it up so that you could, your neighbors will answer your call if we can't. Your neighbors will be there, they'll be trained up. And at that point, you're on your own. We supervise it very strictly. We now have 17 geographical units in Minnesota County, almost 800 members that are active. It does work. We do not go into towns unless we're invited, due to the large influx of membership as it stands right now. Now, next week, as Mackenzie mentioned, we're having another meeting, and we'll take all of you in if we can. Nobody's going to be left out of this one. How we're going to arrange the city, Milton Freewater, and the sheriff's office is something we'll have to address. Essentially, that's how rural neighborhood works. Your information on your application sheet is put into a computer database, so that if you call and give a membership number, it flashes up on the 911 screen. You know how many vehicles you've got, license plate numbers, how many people are living in the home, and it just goes on from there. And this whole thing was set up for distance. Distance. We're going to try and get to you as soon as we can. And until we get there, you're going to have neighbors there putting coffee on.
Who else has a question? We have a right here.
Hi, my name is Charles Danforth, and I'm kind of new here. I've been traveling for the last, 23 years. And somebody's already done it, and it's a matter of finding out where and what happened. Terry, I remember when you were running watch thing is a good deal. It's gonna help a lot. But if somebody's gonna come into your home, it's all over in 3 or 4 minutes. 5 minutes if they're carrying the jewelry out. So really, the police, if Terry had 100 guys and the city had 100 guys, they're not gonna get there fast enough. You're still gonna be on your own. What I see is not so much the law enforcement problem at handling it, or the neighborhood watch. And when the district attorney over here introduced himself, I said, there's the guy we need. Stick him in jail and keep him in there. And the problem... It's not his fault either, because there isn't enough money to build enough prisons, right? That's why we can't leave him in jail. But going back to somebody's already done this before, I don't know if any of you have ever heard about Singapore. There's no crime in Singapore. There's a law against chewing gum because they don't want gum spit on the sidewalk. Is this on? If you're caught chewing gum, they whip you with a cane. A few years ago, you might remember an American student was over there and smarting off and wrote some graffiti on a wall, and he was caned against the wishes of our president. It didn't matter. I see punishment as the key. Put him in jail, keep him there, so that everybody knows you don't mess around and don't free water. And it's a subject. So what we can do as a group here is vote for judges that got a size 15 foot and they want to put it right in the clerk's butt.
Hi, I'm Andrea Moore again with the Milk Free Order Republican Women. I know one of the questions that I had was, we need to know if